Amidst an ongoing series of crises at Everton Football Club through the last half-decade, unknowingly to the rest of the world, the club has been laying the groundwork for its new stadium in Bramley-Moore Dock in Vauxhall, Liverpool, England, which hopes to define a renewed era of success in the history of Premier League stadiums. This stadium will become Everton's home ground ahead of the 2025-26 season, replacing Goodison Park. This new proposed stadium is designed as a bowl-shaped venue with a capacity of 52,888, constructed from brick, steel, and glass. More than just a stadium, it aims to set the standard for sustainability, emerging as one of the most environmentally friendly football stadiums ever built. This decision has sparked doubts among critics, who question whether Everton's new estimated £800 million stadium is a wise investment or simply too extravagant for a club of their stature. Join us in this video as we dive into the controversies of whether the new Everton stadium costing an estimated £800 million is actually worth the hype. Unlike any other club, Everton Football Club is regarded as one of England's most successful and oldest clubs, being the quickest club to amass 100 seasons in the English top flight and to be champions for a total of 20 years during this time. To an extent that even the two world wars couldn't stand in their way of being champions. This club was one of the founding members of the Football League in 1888 and the Premier League in 1922. Everton Football Club initially began in the parish of St. Domingo's Methodist Church in Everton. In 1877, Reverend Ben Chambers joined the church, bringing with him an unexpected vision that ultimately gave rise to one of England's most storied football clubs. The church already had a cricket team for the summer, but Chambers saw the need for a winter sport to keep the young men active. He therefore established the St. Domingo's Football Club, a team that quickly became the local favorite. By 1879, as the football club's fame grew, the club changed its name to Everton FC, and from that point on, the rest is history. In making its mark, Everton's history is studded with remarkable players and unforgettable moments. One of the club's distinguished players, Louis Saha, in 2019, scored at that time, the fastest ever FA Cup final goal when he drove home with just 25 seconds on the clock to put Everton ahead. But Saha is just one of many legends who've graced Goodison Park. Everton FC has been fortunate to employ some of the greatest players to ever play in the history of football. Among them is Alan Ball, known as one of the all-time greatest Everton and England midfielders. There's also William Dixie Dean, a record-breaking goal-scoring machine that England has ever seen. Bob Latchford, the #1 England goal poacher of the 1970s, once celebrated his 30-goal season. Everton has also been home to legends like Graeme Sharp and Peter Reid, players whose skill and tenacity helped shape the club's legacy. Together, these football giants created a legacy of greatness that Everton fans proudly remember. In terms of ownership, after Reverend Ben Chambers being the founder, John Holding is most likely termed as being close to being the first enterprise owner of Everton Football Club. He was a significant figure in the club's early history, as he not only played a role in its formation in 1878, but also owned the Anfield ground where Everton initially played. Holding's tenure was marked by the Football League's refusal to recognize Holding's new company as the legitimate owner of Everton. Faced with this setback, he rebranded his venture, renaming it Liverpool FC and Athletic Grounds Limited in June 1892, thus founding Liverpool Football Club. Soon after, the club's ownership was transferred by Peter Johnson, who sold 68% ownership of the club to Bill Kenwright, a theatrical producer, for £20 million in 1999, and installed Philip Carter as the new chairman. The first chairman of the club was also a Liberal Party politician and Everton board member named George Mahone. Later, Ardavan Farhad Moshiri, a British-Iranian businessman based in Monaco and a former Arsenal shareholder, first bought a 49.9% stake in Everton in 2016. By January 2022, he had increased his stake to 94.1% with a £100 million capital injection, making him the majority owner and board member of Everton. Surprisingly, in 2023, the Miami-based investment fund 777 Partners said it had signed an agreement to acquire Moshiri's stake. Unfortunately, the deal fell through when the contract expired amid delays in meeting the necessary conditions outlined by the Premier League. Unexpectedly, the Friedkin Group, a Texas-based consortium led by American billionaire Dan Friedkin, who also owns Serie A club Roma, made an announcement of them reaching an agreement in principle in June to buy Moshiri's stake in Everton. This deal was expected to be worth over £500 million, but talks were called off a month later. However, the negotiations were restarted, and the parties said in a joint statement that they had reached an agreement over the terms of the sale of Moshiri's stake, adding that the deal is subject to approval from English authorities. Despite the continuous cycle of the change of ownership, Everton FC has maintained a trace of permanency over the years through its ownership of its longtime associated stadium, Goodison Park. Initially, Everton's original home ground was at Anfield. However, due to disagreements over increased rent with the landowner, which Everton regarded as unacceptable, they relocated their home ground to Goodison Park in 1892, where the club has played ever since. The Goodison Stadium has a total capacity of 39,572 seats with 4 separate stands. The stadium was named after Goodison Road, and Goodison Road was named after an engineer, George Goodison, who provided a sewage report to Walter's local board and later became the landowner. The Goodison Stadium eventually became the venue that hosted the 1966 World Cup, the FA Cup Final, and other international games. In a bid to replace the long-used Goodison Park Stadium, Everton decided to build a new stadium. Not just stopping there, the club decided to make a landmark with their vision. The plans for the redevelopment and expansion of the Goodison Stadium included expanding the stadium's seats to 60,000. At that time, no English League club had a stadium with that capacity, and so it seemed impossible. The club faced many setbacks regarding this, including insufficient funds and the inability to attract supporters or investors, which delayed the project for many years. In February 2021, Everton Club voted in favor of their plan for a new Everton Stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock in Vauxhall, Liverpool, which is now nearing completion by 2025. The new stadium is set to give people an unforgettable experience through its construction for easy access, comfort, security, and eye-catching designs. Apart from replacing its old stadium, Everton stated that the new stadium was built to reconnect with the club's history. At first, many thought the club would move mid-season. Still, the club announced later its decision not to due to a combination of commercial insights, a comprehensive review of the logistics required, an analysis of the potential impact upon their football operations, and most importantly, fan feedback sourced as part of their recent stadium migration survey. The new stadium at Bramley-Moore Dock in Liverpool, England emerged after a series of strategic decisions and considerations. Initially, the club explored other locations, such as Kirkby Golf Course and King's Dock, but struggled to secure the necessary funding. A turning point came in 2018, when a public consultation endorsed the Bramley-Moore Dock site, leading to a unanimous planning permission approval from the City Council in 2021 for a stadium with a capacity of 52,888. This prime location, situated on the banks of the River Mersey and approximately 2 miles from the club's current home at Goodison Park, promises to enhance the matchday experience. The new stadium, rising at Bramley-Moore Dock on Liverpool's iconic waterfront, is set to redefine the matchday experience for its fans, and its exceptional construction reflects a commitment to innovation and sustainability. Designed as a bowl structure with a capacity of 52,888, it features a striking 13,000-seater stand crafted from glass and steel, merging modern aesthetics with traditional elements. The construction process has not been without its challenges, as the site is built on water, necessitating advanced engineering techniques to ensure stability and resilience. High-strength grout and a specialized sealant have been employed to create a waterproof concrete terrace. In addition, an aluminum panel roof design boasts 872 panels specifically engineered to prevent leakage, making the stadium resilient to the harshest weather conditions. In an era where stadiums often struggle with maintenance issues like the notorious roof leaks at Old Trafford, Everton's new stadium promises to set a new standard for reliability. The commitment to sustainability is paramount. The stadium will incorporate photovoltaic panels that convert sunlight into electricity. Its design ensures excellent noise insulation to minimize disruption to nearby residents. Furthermore, the facility will feature charging stations for electric vehicles and accessible parking options, making it one of the most inclusive venues in the Premier League. With their ultimate priority being their fans, the stadium intends to include a new Fan Plaza, located in the east corner of the south stand. Designed with eco-friendly landscaping, including newly planted trees that will provide shade and protection from coastal winds, fostering a welcoming environment for supporters. Other features include blue lighting highlighting the iconic curved roof barrel on the east stand and a world-class hybrid SIS grass surface. Using state-of-the-art technology, specialist machinery will be used to stitch together synthetic fibers into the roots of the grass, which will give strength and stability to a long-lasting playing surface. Once the construction of Everton Stadium is complete, the stadium will also be a host venue for UEFA Euro 2028, marking it as one of the best stadiums at the Euros and the Premier League. The quality of the building and the high standard of landscaping will be evident to all when the development is complete. More so, this construction is bringing about more investment to the public spectrum. For example, transportation links to the stadium, numerous travel opportunities, natural parks, as well as respective events and programs that will attract fans even before or after the match. Despite the speed at which Everton Football Club is moving towards the completion of this new stadium, many still wonder how long the construction will take. especially with the amount of money it's expected to cost and whether its luxurious features are feasible to achieve. Let us know what you think of the feasibility and proposed budget for the new stadium. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.